Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zay here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers preseason finale of the preseason when it comes down to the Lakers' result of the preseason and against the Sacramento Kings. And guys, I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about this preseason, what we saw, and the expectations for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to the regular season, which obviously begins for the Lakers, I believe, on Tuesday in opening night against the Golden State Warriors. And I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it and everything that we should expect from the Lakers going into the weekend and just these next couple of days when it comes to what's on the mindset of Darvin Ham and his decisions when it comes to the lineup and the rotations heading into the upcoming season. So I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please make sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at ZSPN_sports. Guys, I really do appreciate all the love support you guys have shown me all across social media and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Please make sure to hit that notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button so you will know when I upload on this channel. Much appreciate all the love support. Guys, let's talk about the Lakers preseason finale when it comes down to the 6 games that we saw from this Lakers team in this preseason game. Obviously, and I've said it once and I say it again, when it comes down to the Lakers and their wins and losses in preseason, they don't really matter. So obviously, guys, when it comes to this game, the Lakers got demolished. They got demolished big time against the Sacramento Kings, and in convincing fashion when it comes down to the Sacramento Kings and, Malik Monk and those guys stepping up to the plate to beat the Lakers in the season finale of or preseason finale of for the Los Angeles Lakers. So when it comes down to it, guys, I mean, it was just destined. The Lakers were not going to win this game, obviously, for many reasons. Obviously, we saw LeBron play, but, when you look at how the Lakers were playing in general, they were bad in shooting ranges, in defense, I mean, all across the board. When you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, they were bad. And, Rob Pelinka and even Darvin Ham needs to make sure that the team is ready to go for the regular season. And that's where it all matters, okay? That's when wins and losses matter when it comes to next week. So, we just have to wait and see. Wait and see what the Lakers and, Darvin Ham has up his sleeve when it comes to what sort of lineup that he wants and which player fits with what and, just what worked out in the preseason. Obviously, the best game of the preseason that we saw from the Lakers was against the Golden State Warriors. That was the best game that we saw from the Lakers in this preseason, obviously, for many reasons. We saw a bit of the combinations of, what's his name? Kendrick Nunn. And then you have, Anthony Davis, who showed up in that game. And, just plethora of a lot of great talent that really stepped up to the plate in that particular game. And, and I just got a comment here from Jeff Green. Good to see you from the last couple of videos ago. We had a good conversation. I think it was against the maybe the Golden State Warriors in that game. I appreciate you coming back. Too bad Russ tweaked his hammy tonight. Do you know the extent of his injuries? We don't know anything yet, guys. I know that Russell Westbrook got injured in the first quarter in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes into the game, he got a hamstring injury. And obviously, we know the histories of hamstring injuries. And what I remember from Carmelo Anthony last season, when he got his hamstring injury, he was out for, I believe, and this might be wrong, guys, it sort of depends on the grading of the hamstring. It could potentially be 2-3 weeks. It sort of depends on the injury, guys. If it's not too serious, then he could be out for a week, maybe two. It just sort of depends on how serious his hamstring injury is. All I know is, when it comes to, what Russell Westbrook has been producing when it comes to the preseason so far, it hasn't been to the expectations that we were looking for, but we saw a bit of a glimpse of, him contributing to the team and helping out the team. But, this preseason so far from Russell Westbrook, he has been a disappointment. And guys, for those of you who don't know yet, we have gotten some news when it came to trade rumors when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers and Russell Westbrook. Basically, the Lakers have restart trade rumors for Russell Westbrook. So we could expect to see maybe a trade to happen when it comes to Russell Westbrook. Now, I'm not sure when. He could just, play with the Lakers mid-season and then he'll get traded. And that's basically the mindset that we have been, obviously realizing when it comes to the Lakers and Russell Westbrook and trade rumors. But, when it comes down to it, guys, I mean, the fit Russell Westbrook on this team is just not going to work. And, with also the recent reporting from Shams Charania and, Woj and David McMenamin of ESPN, basically, Darvin Ham wants Russell Westbrook to come off the bench. And, they have talked about it. And, Russ is open to the idea of, coming off the bench for the Los Angeles Lakers. But, guys, we always had this mindset for someone who's making $47 million on an expiring deal. You obviously are a starter in this league. I mean, if you're making that much. So, having said all that, guys, I mean, it's so unknown at the moment who will be in the starting lineup, what the starting lineup will look like, what the rotation will look like. But, when it comes to this preseason, the Lakers are 1-5 of the preseason. So could this all change once the regular season begins? I think so. I think it will. And hopefully, maybe things will start turning around when it comes down to that. So to answer your question, Jeff Green, yes. The extent of his injury, the way I know when it comes to hamstrings injuries, just by, learning and, studying it as a student. So, when it comes down to it, he could be out for at least maybe a week or two. It just sort of depends on the grading of his hamstring, how serious it is. So, when it comes down to it, guys, I mean, we just have to wait and see what, will come out of this preseason and the decisions for Darvin Ham when it comes to the lineup, the starting lineup, and the rotations when it comes to that sort of notion going into the upcoming season. And that's where it all matters. I mean, that's where everything is on the line when it comes to the Lakers and their expectations and what we expect from the Lakers going into the regular season. But, Jeff Green, I see more of your comments. Any Russ trade will be put on hold due to his injury. Yeah, I mean, judging by his hamstring injury, yeah, I think trades will obviously hold at the moment because of it. But continuing on what you're saying, Jeff Green, he's getting his $47 million regardless, or rather he plays or not. If he's not a good fit, Ham won't play him. John Wall didn't play at all. So, yeah, I mean, it's all up to Darvin Ham. I mean, and I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed what Darvin Ham is doing with this team. I mean, he is taking charge. He's not a Frank Vogel anymore. We don't have Frank Vogel anymore. Okay, we have a Darvin Ham system, a Darvin Ham head coach on the Los Angeles Lakers that's taking charge, not taking no excuses from certain players. I mean, he is implementing what we want for this Lakers roster going into the upcoming season. And, to the point that he's asking Anthony Davis to play center, even though, and, guys, I was watching First Take this morning, and what's his name? Brian Windhorst even mentioned that Anthony Davis talked in the third person and said, Anthony Davis at power forward. Well, that's not the case anymore, Anthony Davis. I mean, we have a head coach that's going to tell you to play center. And that's what we all want. I mean, when he plays center for us, he steps up to the plate and dominates for us when it comes to the center position, takes on one of the best centers in this league, like Jokic and the rest of them. I mean, Giannis and, Joel Embiid. I mean, he is very talented when it comes to the center position, but for some reason, he just hates playing it. And I just don't get it. We win games when he plays center. So it's just, in his first year, he really stepped up to the plate for us, even though we saw him a couple of times play power forward. And he has a history of dominating as well at the power forward position as well. But when it comes to the expectations, when we want to win games at key situations, just that alone, Anthony Davis plays very well at the center position. And when Darvin Ham takes charge like that and goes and tells players that, no, you're playing this, no, you're playing that, no, you're playing this, it's just one of those type of moments where, when it comes down to it, Darvin Ham is taking control of this team, showing leadership in the locker room, and just seeing what's best for the team. And that's why it's so unknown at the moment who will be starting for the Los Angeles Lakers. Once that is revealed to us from Darvin Ham, we will have a better idea why it took so long to us to know about who's starting for the Los Angeles Lakers and how the rotations will look like. And with Russell Westbrook's injury, I think a big change will happen. And also Dennis Schröder. Let's not forget, Dennis Schröder has a finger injury. And according to Shams Charania, he even said that, it's up in the air when he will return. So injuries has now started to pile up when it comes to the Lakers. And it's just the preseason. So it's very sad, very it's just we can't, these injuries can't go away for us. It's just very sad to see this when it comes to the Lakers and injuries being piled up. Russ, Dennis Schröder, even Anthony Davis, who didn't play tonight. I think, he didn't play tonight. So when it comes down to it, because he was dealing with, I think, a lower back issue. So I think it's just minor. I think he will be back obviously he will open up the upcoming season against the Golden State Warriors on opening night. So that's a possibility. I mean, there's no indications that's a big issue with his injury when it comes to Anthony Davis. So when it comes down to it, guys, I mean, so far injuries have been piling up for the Lakers, and hopefully it's not anything too serious, but we just have to wait and see the evaluation of Russell Westbrook. But, to answer your question, Jeff Green, your previous one, it's so unknown at the moment. We're not sure yet. Anybody doesn't know about the extent of his injury. And then, before I got on this live stream, I was listening to Dan, the Laker fan. He answered a question, and he was obviously referencing Russell Westbrook's injury. And some people were saying that he's faking the injury because he may get traded. That's a bit of an interesting idea, but, this is Russell Westbrook. He doesn't, the best thing about Russell Westbrook that can give a lot of credit to his game is that he doesn't cheat us. He doesn't cheat the game. So obviously, even though he's not playing very well for us, he goes out there and gives us his all when it comes to entertaining the fans. So he doesn't really do that, and for him to only play for 5 minutes and just say, I have a hamstring injury, is just impossible for us to obviously know that. So I'm just judging by the facts of the reporting that we were hearing. So we just have to wait and see when the reports come in about Russell Westbrook and his hamstring injury. So it could be minor. I mean, he managed to walk off out of the arena and just on his own volition. So obviously, maybe it's not anything too serious when it comes to his hamstring. He could be out for a week or two. Just judging by what I know about hamstring injuries, it's a lengthy period of time. I mean, look at Carmelo Anthony, as I said, when he got his hamstring injury with the Los Angeles Lakers. And let's keep in mind, he is up there in age. So obviously, hamstring injuries do obviously, take a while to heal up when it comes to someone who's a little bit older. When it comes to Russell Westbrook, it's just we have to see what his injury is when it comes to how long he'll be out for with his hamstring injury. So, yeah, to answer your question, Jeff Green, yeah, it's obviously it remains to be seen at the moment. And you're great, Jeff Green. I really appreciate your comments here. It's been a while that when I go live like this, there's a lot of people. They don't really comment, but I see you guys come in, but none of you guys comment. But, I really appreciate you, Jeff Green, for commenting in this live stream. And those of you who are coming in, please comment on this live stream and give me your thoughts about the Lakers in this preseason finale. So, and what's your expectations going into this upcoming season? What's your lineup? And, will the Lakers turn things around, when it comes to the bad performances in this preseason results? I mean, the only game, as I said, that the Lakers really showed up and showed what they're made of was against the Golden State Warriors. So, and that's when, Matt Ryan gave us 6 of 8 from the 3. And, we saw Anthony Davis give us 26 or maybe 28 points in that game. I mean, it was just great basketball performances from that Laker team in that specific preseason game. So, just to put that out there. So, Jeff Green, I saw you wrote more stuff on here. You wrote more on here last year and made about the same salary. Yeah. I mean, when you're talking about Russ, he was making a lot of money. I mean, he obviously got a big contract with OKC because of him making, MVPs and made an MVP and obviously sticking around as the top guy in OKC after Kevin Durant departed to the Golden State Warriors. So obviously the OKC Thunder wanted to, award Russell Westbrook with a huge amount of money. And since then, he's been bounced around teams and, it just did not work out at the end, but he's still getting paid. So it's so funny, when a player is not doing well to expectations, he still gets paid to, obviously get so big amount of money. So, but yeah, I mean, he's basically making the same thing as last season. So I agree with you on that. Then you continue on, Jeff Green. That was a problem with Vogel. He lost control of the team. Part of that may have been, when it comes to Vogel and not getting his support from management. Yeah, I mean, Darvin Ham is just, told the management, let me be the coach. You guys be the managers. I'm going to be the coach and taking over this team. And he, honestly, he did. And now with the recent reports that we saw from, from Woj and Dave McMenamin and Shams Charania about Darvin Ham and what he wants from this Lakers team, he's just taking charge. It's just, that's what we want. We want a coach to show his presence in the locker room and just, take control of this team. And, even when he got hired and, we didn't know about the expectations from Darvin Ham from the beginning, we just knew, just judging by how he's been coaching as an assistant from the Milwaukee Bucks, and then a little bit from the Atlanta Hawks. It just shows you that, he's the type of coach that he just won't take any bull from certain players, especially no matter how big of a star that they are. And obviously, when it comes to the Lakers, he even, he just put it out there. Anthony Davis, you're going to play center. Russell Westbrook, you're going to come off the bench. I don't care. You're going to come off the bench. So it's just he's taking charge, and I'm loving it. And so far, when it comes to his coaching and how he's been, doing with rotations and, starting players like Lonnie Walker and, Austin Reeves and, and putting like, what's his name? Kendrick Nunn as basically the sixth man for the Lakers team. It shows that he knows how to coach and knows how to what's best fits for the Lakers and what certain areas works for us to obviously maybe take a lead or two from certain games and certain situations. And, there's been times, from the coaching styles for these past couple of games, we saw that the Lakers are doing pretty well in the first half. And that has been the way things were working for the Lakers when it comes to managing the games and, shooting in key situations. And, the Lakers are doing pretty well, even in this game. Let's be honest. Even though the Lakers got demolished in this game, the Lakers do pretty well in the first quarter, in the second quarter. But for some reason, the second half doesn't really work out. And that also has to do with our starters not playing in the second half. And, with LeBron, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, and, just all those guys, Patrick Beverley as well. So all those guys, our starters, our key players don't play. They didn't play in the second half. So that's why maybe sometimes the Lakers did not win in those particular matchups. But that also can also play a big role as well. So, but yeah, to answer your question, Jeff Green, yeah, Vogel obviously lost all control of that particular locker room, even, and it's just sad because, he did win us a championship in 2020. So it's very rare for a head coach to lose his job 2 years after he won us a championship. It's hard, but also the head coaches always are the scapegoat when it comes to who needs to be fired and, obviously who they need to get rid of. Obviously, you don't get rid of players like LeBron, Anthony Davis, just to keep the head coach. It's just impossible. You obviously have to get rid of the head coach. And sadly, he's gone. But it was obviously destined that he was supposed to go anyway. But so far, I am loving Darvin Ham's coaching and his style of coaching and him just taking charge of this Lakers roster and just being that leader in the locker room. So hopes he keeps it up and just doesn't fall under the pressures of, certain personalities and certain players like from LeBron, Anthony Davis, and even Russell Westbrook. So hopefully he just keeps that intact and just coach the team and just continue on this great coaching style from Darvin Ham. So let's continue on with your comments here, Jeff Green. You're the only guy that's commenting, man. If those of you who are coming in, please comment in this live stream. But I do appreciate your comments here, Jeff Green. They're very good and productive, questions here. I really do appreciate it. Fortunately for the Lakers, are loaded at the guard position. Yeah, and even though we're seeing Russell Westbrook getting injured and even Dennis Schroeder being injured, the Lakers still have a lengthy depth at the guard position. Patrick Beverley, Austin Reeves, Lonnie Walker. You have a lot of point guards on this team that could fill in those roles to step in for the Los Angeles Lakers. So when it comes down to it, the Lakers are doing pretty good when it comes to the guards position. So, even though we want those guys to come back, and especially, players like, Dennis Schroeder, who did not really play so well in the last game, but hopefully with his finger injury, it doesn't keep him out for a lengthy period of time. But, judging by what I've been seeing from certain reports, he's got long-term. He could be out for long-term. I mean, it's just is that possibility. So the Lakers need to make some decision. I know they have the 15th roster spot. There's a possibility that they will use it because of those injuries that occurred for the Lakers. So it's a possibility that they will fill that up, but it sort of remains to be seen who will they potentially sign. It's just up in the air at the moment. I know that I saw some reports that, what's his name? He starts with a K. Kemba Walker. Excuse me. I had to think about that. Kemba Walker is expected to be waived by the Detroit Pistons. So, I hate to go the guard route, but, if the Lakers need to find someone who is a former starter for a team, you look at Kemba Walker. There's also the possibilities of, maybe the Lakers will look at Josh Jackson. He could be a potential target for the Lakers as well, who is going to get waived, or he already got waived. And then you have Stanley Johnson, which unfortunately the Lakers cannot sign because due to the league rules, you can't sign somebody that you traded to that team. So obviously he needs to be signed by a certain team for the Lakers to pursue if he is again waived by that particular team. So fortunately we can't get Stanley Johnson back, but there's those certain players out there when it comes down to that. So the Lakers can use that 15th roster spot to go after those particular players to fill up that I guess you say that weakness in the roster for the Lakers when it comes to Russell Westbrook and Dennis Schröder. So we just have to wait and see about that. And hopefully, Darvin Ham puts a good lineup, a good rotation that will benefit us going into the upcoming season, and that which is obviously begins on Tuesday. Yeah, it is on Tuesday. Let me make sure. I don't want to be wrong here. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday against the Golden State Warriors on opening night. So, hopefully we have a much better idea what Darvin Ham and his starting lineup and his rotation will look like, and how players will step up in key situations when it comes to the first half and also the second half as well. So we just have to wait and see about that. Let's continue on with the comments from Jeff Green here. You're the only guy that's commenting, man. I mean, I really do appreciate it, and you're doing a great job with these comments. It's very productive, and I really do appreciate it. Let's see. I already read that. Preseason record is meaningless. All teams are 0-0 right now. The real season starts on Tuesday. Yeah, which I obviously agree. So when it comes down to that, guys, wins and losses don't really matter in preseason. So we only judge those particular teams on their improvements in the training camps and what's their expectations going into the upcoming season when it comes to the lineups, the starting lineups, the rotations, and certain players that will get elevated when it comes to their games in preseason. And obviously the number one guy is Kendrick Nunn, who's obviously, was playing very well for the Lakers this preseason. And there's a possibility that either he gets a starting role or maybe he could be the guy that will come off the bench as that sixth man, which obviously I am rooting for when it comes to the circumstances. If somehow, Darvin Ham wants, Patrick Beverley at the point guard position, and or maybe Russell Westbrook will be the point guard and just have maybe just a reliable shooter coming off the bench as that sixth man. I think it will be Kendrick Nunn, which I am rooting for this season to play very well for us at the shooting side of things. Obviously, we missed that last season. He was out for the whole season because of injuries, but now he is healthier and now he is ready to go when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. So really can't wait what he will bring for us in this upcoming season and this opener against the Golden State Warriors. So really can't wait. And hopefully, we'll just have a much better idea what, Kendrick Nunn and the rest of the Lakers' roles will be heading into the upcoming season. So really can't wait for that. Let's continue on with your comments here, Jeff Green. Your last comment here. Expecting starting lineup against the Warriors to be Patrick Bev, or Pat Bev, Lonnie Walker, and then LeBron James, Anthony Davis at the forward position. That's a good one. And then Thomas Bryant, which is obviously, and also with Kendrick Nunn first off the bench, so basically the sixth man. So when it comes down to your starting lineup, that's honestly the real ideal starting lineup for the Los Angeles Lakers going into the upcoming season. Obviously, when you look at it, it really worked out. I mean, when you look at the last preseason game, and I forgot what team they played against, but obviously when you looked at that particular matchup on Thursday, or maybe it was on Wednesday. Yeah, it was against the Timberwolves. Yeah, the Lakers and Darvin Ham, what he implemented in that lineup was the expectations of what we were expecting from what Darvin Ham implemented in the lineup. So when you look at that lineup that you put out there, Jeff Green, it shows that that's the ideal lineup that we could expect going into the upcoming season. And it worked. When you look at how Lonnie Walker played, he was, with his athleticism and his speed, I mean, the guy was just sensational. And especially for a guy who was starting for the Los Angeles Lakers along with LeBron and Anthony Davis. So it worked out. It really did work out. And, with Russell Westbrook potentially being out due to injuries and Dennis Schröder being out, the expectation is that will be the lineup for the Lakers going into the upcoming season. But, still remains to be seen. I mean, you never know. Maybe Kendrick Nunn will be the point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers. But, just judging by the fits when it comes to certain lineups, that is the best fit for the Lakers when it comes to this particular starting lineup. And I agree with you, Jeff Green. This is the best scenario for the starting lineup for the Lakers when it comes down to it. And, I made a prediction about my lineups when it comes to the Lakers, but now I think I have to change some things because of certain players playing, and it's just, how did it work out at the end? And it's just when it comes down to it, guys, we don't know anything right now when it comes to the lineup. And I keep on saying lineup because, that's the main issue. The starting lineup for the Lakers is very important because we don't know yet. I mean, we obviously know LeBron is going to start, Anthony Davis is going to start, but when you look at the three other players, it's so questionable at the moment. But when you look at it, Patrick Beverley is potentially going to be the starter for the Lakers. And Lonnie Walker is a bit questionable. He's always been that dark horse when it comes to, for him to compete for the starting roles, especially at the shooting guard. So it's a bit questionable at the moment, but judging by what we saw from him against the Minnesota Timberwolves before he got injured, I hope he's doing pretty well too. So hopefully he's not anything too serious that will keep him out for a lengthy period because of that game. But Lonnie Walker, he honestly fits with this lineup because it's obviously worked out for the Lakers when it came to that particular game. In the first, second, third quarter too. We saw the Lakers, Darvin Ham put the same lineup with LeBron, Anthony Davis, and those guys, in the third quarter, and it worked out. But unfortunately, when it came to the fourth, we just played the young guys, and it obviously the game went away from us in that particular preseason game. But guys, but to answer your question, Jeff Green, that's the expectation. That's something we could expect going into the Warriors game on opening night. So, and Kendrick Nunn being that first off the bench, it will obviously work out for the Lakers when it comes down to that. So, Great question, Jeff Green. I really do appreciate it, man. I mean, you're on it. You're really on it. I really do appreciate these good talks on this live stream. I really do appreciate it, Jeff Green. And hopefully you come on these live streams a lot, because obviously I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm on a roll here. Yeah, just answering your questions, and it's really good, productive ones. I really do appreciate it. So, but yeah, guys, I said almost the gist of it, and it's all because of Jeff Green's comments here. But when it comes down to it, what's next? What's next for the Lakers? It's so unknown at the moment when it comes to how the Lakers could change things around in these next couple of days until Tuesday on opening night. So it's a big questionable at the moment. We have to realize and wait what's on the mindset of Darvin Ham when it comes to the starting lineups. And as Jeff Green put out there, it's kind of unknown at the moment. If that will be the lineup, that will be very fun to watch, because obviously we saw that. I believe the last game with the Timberwolves. So obviously it worked out. The Lakers were competing, especially when it comes to the first quarter situations. So, and it really worked out. I mean, so far, when it comes to this preseason, the Lakers stepped up when it comes to the first half of the game. So they just need to work on the second half of the game. So, and that all has to do with some players not playing, and obviously, our starters not playing in second quarter or the second half, excuse me. So, guys, it's just one of those type of moments where we just have to wait and see what Darvin Ham will announce when it comes to the starting lineup. And it's going to be very interesting what Darvin Ham is going to implement in this lineup, and how the rotations will look like. And I think the rotations, when it comes to the second unit, will revolve around potentially Kendrick Nunn, because he will be the guy potentially that will come off the bench and bring that firepower for the second unit. It will be interesting if he starts, but personally, I would love to see him coming off the bench and bring that firepower for us, especially for the shooting, when it comes down to it. So I really hopefully we will have a much better idea in these next couple of days when it comes to what Darvin Ham will implement in the lineup, who will be starting, and how the rotation will look like when it comes to the second unit as well. So, and obviously when it comes to Russell Westbrook, guys, I mean, hopefully his injury is not anything too serious, and hopefully he is not anything too serious. So hopefully he comes back very soon. But, when it comes to injuries and how he's been playing, I am reaching to the point that we should trade him. And that's the idea that we all should expect, after the recent reporting, when the Lakers announced that they are going to restart trade rumors with Russell Westbrook. So it's a bit questionable if they will do it right away, or they could do it in mid-season. So that's the whole idea at the moment. But as Jeff Green mentioned, he is injured. So trade rumors could potentially shut down when it comes to Russell Westbrook. So we just have to wait and see what the Lakers will do when it comes to the Russell Westbrook trade rumor situation. So and hopefully, his injury is not anything too serious, and hopefully he comes back to us very soon. But yeah, and when it comes to Dennis Schröder, he's also questionable, and nobody knows when he will come back because of his finger injury. So we had that 15th roster spot. So maybe the Lakers will find somebody in the next couple of days and fill that up. There's been questions that they will say maybe Matt Ryan will get that final roster spot. But at the moment, I think, we saw that one big game that he put up, and obviously it worked out. But, it just it was just that one game. And that's where he obviously took off from there. But he did not tick off. But I mean, like in those two games from that Golden State Warriors game that we won, he declined after that. So we just have to wait and see. Wait and see what the Lakers will do with that 15th roster spot. What's in the mindset of Rob Pelinka when it comes to the players that will be available now after being waived from certain teams after the preseason. So we just have to wait and see. Wait and see if they do fill it up or not. So, but the main headline and the main expectations before the regular season begins, it will be what the starting lineup will look like and what the rotation will look like when it comes to the second unit. So, it's a bit questionable at the moment, and we just have to wait and see. What will Frank? I was going to say Frank Vogel. He's gone, but Darvin Ham, what his mindset will be when it comes to the starting lineup and rotations. So we have to wait and see about that. So guys, please, I thank you very much for being in this live stream, and thank you, Jeff Green, for commenting in this live stream. I really do appreciate it. You have really good feedback and very good questions here, and it was very productive, and I really do appreciate it. And I really do appreciate all of you for joining this live stream, when it comes to the preseason finale of the Los Angeles Lakers. And expect more to come once the regular season begins. I am going to potentially be going live every single post-game show once the regular season begins. So expect more videos to come for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I really do appreciate all the love, support you guys have shown me all across social media, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. I really do appreciate the love, support, guys, that you guys been doing. It's just so overwhelmingly, so overwhelmed. I'm very grateful for all of you for showing me the love, support all across social media, and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Please be sure to hit that notification bell. It's really important for you to hit that notification bell, because in the next couple of days, we will have an idea who will be starting for the Los Angeles Lakers. So I will be making a video about that once that happens. So please stay tuned and hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Like me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this live stream and all my videos as well when it comes to my social media sites. And of course, subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate the love, support you guys have shown me once again. I know I'm on a loop here, but I really do appreciate, guys, your love, support. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.